How do I make talking about Summer League interesting when 99% of the rosters will be in the G League or overseas this year? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to try something new with the face cam, and then also I wanted to start Summer League recaps because I know people only really care about their rostered or rotation players, plus their rookies, and they don't really have the time to sit down and watch Summer League. So, being the basketball fiend that I am, I decided that I'd take a shot at it. So, pretty much how this is going to be structured is I kind of want to talk about the rotation guys or the rostered guys plus the rookies, of course, since everyone's kind of new toy syndrome with them. And then I kind of want to give props to the guys who are more on the fringes of the NBA. So like I kind of want to give them their credit as well. So that's pretty much the formula I'm going to try to go with for these videos. And yeah, let's get into our first game, which is Memphis versus Utah. And by the way, we're doing this with one take, by the way. I don't have time to, you get what I'm saying. So, let me get Utah out of the way because they fucking suck. I'm not gonna lie. This Utah, both of them, really, but especially this one was rather horrid. It was kind of eyesore to watch. But Utah's two teams, if you look at the rosters, they're kind of unbalanced. This Utah roster had no spacing, is a full team of ball stoppers. But the one thing that I will say about this team, they have Malik Newman. I was a big Malik Newman guy in high school, and then I saw him, I was like, oh my god, it's Malik Newman. And then he started playing, I was like, oh my god, it's Malik Newman. Good for him. Good for him for still getting summer league opportunities. Okay, everyone take out your water bottles, wine glasses, whatever you got going on. I was talking too fast. Oh, it's time for a hydration break. Goddamn. So, there was no Zaire in this game. Zaire Williams, the 10th pick by the Memphis Grizzlies, because that trade that got him at the 10th pick doesn't go through until the 6th. So he's just not going to be playing. Same thing with guys like JT Thor, etc. Those guys just aren't going to be playing because, like I said, the trades haven't gone through yet. But they didn't need Zaire because Xavier Tillman looked amazing. And I'm not just saying that because we share the same name, Xavier, Big Xavier, but like he dominated tonight. I mean, he was murdering the Utah Jazz on the boards. He should never play summer league again. I'm being completely honest. For the rest of his career, he should never touch a summer league floor because the way his game is predicated on things that would dominate summer league. Like he's an amazing rebounder, an amazing defender. Like you could really see his reaction time and his defense and his IQ. You could just see it popping through the screen. It was kind of crazy to watch, and it pops in the NBA setting. So imagine that during a summer league setting. And he had some very nice passes as well. He's always been a very good passer, but it seems like Memphis really went to him as a passing option. But not only was Xavier Tillman good, his front court mate, Yves Pons, was freaking amazing. He was awesome on defense. He hit a perfect 2 for 2 from 3. And, like, look, man, I know he's a 6'6", big for the most part, but he might just be one of those guys who can make it function. Strong as hell, huge. Like, this is legitimately a near, or if not Zion-sized guy without the fat. He has mobility, high defensive instincts. It's just like, what is there not to love with Yves Pons? Like, he's an NBA guy, in my opinion. I mean, I think Memphis should sign him, whether that's a two-way or whatever they got going on. He kind of needs to be signed. So, my next note is, Desmond Bane looks like a Ninja Turtle. All right, you guys heard of that one. My next note is, holy shit, I love John Concar. Like I said, one take. Or AKA Jitty, as people call him, finished with 6 points, 4 blocks, 2 steals, 5 assists, and 7 boards. And it looks exactly how it sounded. He was everywhere. It was chaotic. He is a big-time event creator and does a good job fitting in within an offense. And he's not going to try to take it over anything. Grizzlies are playing a lot of rotation players here. Desmond Bane, speaking of rotation players, very, very clearly too good for Summer League. I don't know what he's doing here. Just like Xavier Tillman, never. should never play Summer League again, should never step foot in Las Vegas again. So, well, this wasn't Vegas, but you get what I'm saying. He should never step foot in Vegas. So, Killian Tilly looked as advertised. I mean, it was a rough game for him, but you could kind of tell. Like, it was, like, if the shots are going in, this is the game that you're expecting from Killian Tilly. There was a lot of perimeter stuff. He still flashed a lot of his perimeter mobility stuff. The shooting, I mean, he made one shot for the most part. Like, he made 1 3, but, like, you're expecting those to go in if you're in on Tilly like I am. So, like, he looked as advertised almost. But the main takeaway from this game was Romeo Weems. If you know me, you know I was a big Romeo Weems guy in high school. He ended up at DePaul where he was misutilized. It was a shit show. But his stock is appreciating nicely. 17 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 1 block, 6 rebounds. His instincts are insane. He's also a dope point of attack defender. He was plus 30 in this game. Same thing with Tillman and Bane. But he's a very Memphis... What's the word? Is it Memphis? I don't know. So he's a very Memphis reclamation project. This is easily a rotation wing in some time. He also shot 1 deep 3. I mean, he went 2 for 3, but he had 1 really deep 3. I was just like, God damn, we're cooking with fire here, because Romeo Weems is very good. Next, I want to get to Heat versus Lakers. It was a pretty close game. A guy that I really have been into over the last, it feels like a decade, Omer Yurtseven. I've loved him for a while. I feel like he's been in college for like a decade. It's crazy. But he opened up the game well. He was using his size to shoot over the Lakers' small ball, because I guess that was something that they tried to roll out. Shout out to Aaron, by the way. His Twitter will be in the description. He kind of helped me out because I missed part of this game. But he was pretty great on the boards as well, but he struggled when he got the ball in like the post and they started throwing doubles at him. He really struggled and turned the ball over a lot. And I believe he almost fouled out. I'm not sure if this is the right game, but I think he almost fouled out. It was either him or someone else who had like 3 fouls in a quarter. It was something crazy. But you guys didn't come here to hear about Omer Yurtseven. You came here to hear about the man, the myth, the legend, the Mac McClung. He came into the game doing what he does best. Gunning, putting on horse blinders, so that means that tunnel vision that he's notorious for, and joining the Colin Sexton school of looking like you're playing hard or overly aggressive D. That's going to get abused at the NBA level. Because like, if you're just that overly aggressive, you're getting face or back cut every single time. Like, dude, come on. Good acting, but, you know, who are you really fooling here? I'm on your side, Mac. There's no need to try to fool me. But, he was a good spark plug off of their bench when they desperately needed it early on in the game. They were down 8-0, I believe, to start it off. I mean, I didn't think he belonged in Summer League at all. So for him to even, you know, be doing anything, that's a plus, you know? I don't want to be too negative on him. But shout out to my pal Joseph Nation for putting me on Austin Reeves, because, ladies and gentlemen, we aren't dealing with your rinky-dink basketball player. We're dealing with a hooper. And when I say a hooper, I mean a hooper. Austin Reeves can play. I mean, I kind of wanted him to hunt for his shot a lot more, because we know he can score. We know what he's capable of. He just really, ever since the combine, it just seems like he was really looking to fit in. I'm not sure if that was just him just trying to show that he has more playmaking chops or whatever that he was able to show into college. I'm not really sure. Or the ability to fit in. Like, maybe he's technically trying out for the Lakers. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to show that, hey, I can shoot. You guys know that I can do all this other stuff, but I can also just fit in. So that was pretty good for him. He looked awesome today. I mean, he handled the ball well under pressure. He had the nice passing flashes, and he could shoot. We already knew that. And what really impressed me was about how him and Joel, they both are amazing cutters off the ball. I mean, we already knew that. I mean, everyone knows that's kind of Joel's claim to fame. Amazing off-ball instincts, but it really just popped tonight. I don't know what it was about it. But speaking of Joel, he stuck it up from the outside. I mean, I expect him to shoot at a solid clip at the NBA level, but he is just such a smart player on the defensive end, especially off-ball. Because it just seemed like he was always in the right place at the right time, and he was blowing up possessions for the Lakers. It was kind of crazy. But shout out to Ben Pfeiffer because Drew Smith played okay. I'm not gonna say he played good. He didn't play bad. He played okay. He flashed that craft that we all know that he has, and he had some nice flashes. I'd say nothing too big to write home about, but the Heat didn't play very well today. So the last game of the night I want to talk about is Kings versus Warriors. This game went to the wire. It went to overtime. And Davion Mitchell, man, who was a mixed bag. Because that's the only thing I have to talk about for this game. Because everyone else was kind of blah. So, only thing I can talk about is Davion. He had 23 points, 3 steals, 1 assist. What a night for him. I'm going to start it off as a hater. Sorry. But Davion went 3 for 6 from the line. What is his deal there? I mean, he didn't shoot well from there for college, but I'm just kind of wondering if it's a mental thing, like Luka, where it's just we know he's a better shooter than he's showing us right now, but he just doesn't shoot it well from the free throw line. I mean, I'm still kind of lower on his jump shot equity moving forward than other people, but it looked very real tonight. So, if that's the thing, I mean, maybe a Luka thing's going on where it's just a mental block at the free throw line. I mean, I don't really know. But he was really just dealing with small guard issues as well. When he was getting to the rim, he got stuffed 2 or 3 times that I saw. I was kind of in and out of the game as well because, it's a lot of basketball to consume. So, I saw 2 or 3 stuffs at the rim just by him being a small guard. And him being that small, it kind of limited him in other areas as well. His passing. Because you can tell, you got guys who are that small when they're 6 feet tall or whatever. You can really mess with them as far as their length. His passing, his playmaking got mucked up by guys with length, guys with long arms or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, they could obscure his already not great vision, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I bet you guys get what I'm saying. So, he also didn't read the pick and roll too well, in my opinion. I mean, he had some nice passes out of it, and he did pass decently, I would say. I'm not going to say it was good. When he collapsed the defenses, he made some pretty decent passes or whatever, nothing crazy. But he misses a lot of rotations. What am I talking about? He misses a lot of rotations. He misses a lot of reads, simple reads. So those are my only gripes with Davion tonight, really. Small, can't pass that well. But other than that, he really looked awesome tonight. I mean, I'm reading my notes here. He looks huge. He looks bigger than he did in college. He's a very, very real point of attack guy, clearly. And he was using his first step to his advantage for the most part, getting to the rim. He has some pretty goofy finishes. For whatever reason, he doesn't use his left hand on the left side. So he had a lot of those inside right hand scoop layup sort of deals. I mean, I wish he would use his left hand a little bit more. He was a little bit better of a primary than I thought he would be. He played a little, I mean, he got sped up at times, but he played a lot more under control than I thought he would be at this time. I mean, I have some handle struggles with him as well. I think that can get poked away from him. And I also think that he was supposed to do this. The dude's older than Colin Sexton, and he was a lottery pick. So it's just what are you expecting? In this setting where he's playing a garbage Warriors team that's not playing any of their prospects, really, I'm expecting him to dominate. I mean, he's old. He's 4 months older than Colin Sexton, and he got drafted with a lottery pick. This is the setting you're supposed to dominate in. I would be more concerned if he didn't dominate. Let's see, what else? He has some passing inaccuracy, which is something that I'm always going to spread my Knicks propaganda. Knicks as in Dacia Knicks, not New York Knicks. This isn't a Knicks jersey, by the way. This is a Gators jersey. Joakim Noah. I would never rep the Knicks. But Knicks is one of the more accurate passers in this class or whatever, and that was something I feel went underappreciated with him. And going from watching him to Davion, it's jarring, Davion really does a good job of putting the defense in compromising situations. He just has to learn how to better read the next rotation or whatever so he can make the next pass. I mean, he's older. I'm not really sure how much better he's going to get at that. But, I mean, what can you do? He looked good tonight. And I think that's it. Is that it for me tonight? That was kind of easy. Oh, last thing. Davion, since when he gets to the rim, he is kind of prone to getting stuffed and all the other stuff. He needs to have a counterbalance to that, meaning a pull-up, mid-range, or whether that's a floater or, something to keep the defense honest and at bay in that in-between area. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I mean, let me know how you guys feel about the face cam or whatever. What I can do good. What I can do good. What the fuck am I talking about? What I did well. What I did poorly. And yeah, this is a first Summer League review. See you guys tomorrow.